Hey everyone, I wanted to share my opinion on the Gent. It is a design by Ferrum Forge, manufactured by the We Knife Company, and sold on Amazon and also by a online retailer called Drop. At one point it was called Mass Drop, but now it's just called Drop. They sell a bunch of random stuff, including knives, which I think is kind of cool. This one specifically is the rosewood, I believe, handle with the, I guess, stone wash blade. It's just a super clean and simple design. The boys over there at Ferrum Forge, Chris and Elliot, I believe are their names. Their design language is pretty common all across their models, and I freaking love it. I think it's great. They're super ergonomic, and they're just comfy overall. Literally just my one only gripe with this knife is that it doesn't have any kind of jimping on the flipper tab, and whether you have dry or oily hands, it's not exactly one that you can easily open. You kind of have to like push into it, and after a while, at least for me, I play with my knives a lot. I play with them more than I actually use them, as a lot of people in the enthusiast hobby do. Yeah, it kind of hurts after a while, just constantly having to push your thumb into it. And you can just kind of light switch it down, but it's not something that I can reliably do every time. A lot of times I slip off, and I should be able to be opening it with this much force, and it's not. You gotta really get at it. It does have a tiny little polished pocket clip that already has a couple scratches on it, but this thing is about like 1.5 years, 2 years old now. It was a gift from my fiance. I do absolutely love this knife. It has its time and place. It's not exactly a hard use knife whatsoever, but it's more of a when you go out to a nicer place and you want a little knife that's gonna get the job done. It's 35 VN blade material, which is awesome. Titanium liners. They don't have any weight relief, but it's such a small knife, it doesn't really need it. And then the, I guess, satin or matte finished wood handles with little polished screws. So like I said, it's a great knife for what it is. This guy is still available on Amazon for $120. I think it was a little bit more when it came out, but regardless, I wouldn't mind paying a little bit more still for this knife. I know some people are capable of grinding in or just using a just something to a file to put in little jimp marks to actually, you know, bite into your finger and to be able to open the blade up. But I don't know if I'm willing to do that to this knife. I do enjoy it how it is, and I don't use it too often, but when I do, it's still a really great knife to use. It's extremely thin. It's just a drop point blade shape, sorry. And the liners do shadow box the scales, so it's pretty cool looking. I like it. It's a great knife. A little funny how that works. So it's a design from Ferrum Forge, sold on a couple of different platforms, but it's manufactured by the We Knife Company, and We has some great fit and finish qualities. I don't own any We knives because I haven't found the right one, but I do have a couple Civivis, which are We's budget brand and are still made of the same, you know, fit and finish quality, but just they use more affordable materials. But this is more on par with what We would do. This just doesn't have the We branding. This doesn't even have the Ferrum Forge branding. This it just has this little D for drop. So yeah, this knife is complicated in some ways, but visually extremely simple, and I love it. It's a great little knife.